My name is Momo and welcome back to another video. Hey everybody, we have been getting the ball rolling with these videos, so if you see me in this outfit again, just mind your business, okay? We are trying to get a lot of videos filmed today. I will be in the same shirt again. So today we are going to be discussing my November wrap up and my December TBR. I'm coming out of a 2-year reading slump. Embarrassing. I have not read a good book since 2022 and I believe it was Jack the Ripper. I will post a picture right here. I did like that book. I don't remember the star rating that I gave it, but I did really like that book and I was reading a lot around that time, and then I don't know what happened. That being said, let's get on with the wrap up. I did read a total of 5 books, so I'm gonna let you guys know the order that I had read the books and the ratings that I had gave them. The first book that I read in November, it was A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I loved this book so much. I was kind of scared to get into fantasy and I've just came out of a reading slump. Just a disclaimer, I'm not the best with reviewing and letting you guys know the synopsis of books. Hopefully with time though, I do get better, but we're just gonna try to describe these books to the best of my ability. It's basically about this girl, her name is Feyre, and she is immortal. Basically, she kills this and is subject to go live in the fairyland amongst all the other fays. And in this book, in this world, fairies are very rude and scary and they're not nice. So her going to this other world called Perithian, she has to then live her days there and things happen. There is a subplot. I'm still learning the terminology as well. So there is like a subplot of romance in the first book. I really did enjoy this book a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I was debating on the ratings that I wanted to give it because at parts I was like, I don't see what the hype is about. And everybody keeps telling me I love the second book, but I ended up giving it a 4.5. At first I did give it a 4 and then I was like a 4.25, but I think about this book all the time, and since I've read it I still think about it. And the ending, I was really hooked. Like, so much was happening towards like the last 70 or so pages and I was just stuck to that book. It didn't matter what I was doing at that moment. Like, it was no telling. I had to finish the book, and the audiobook was really good as well. So I suggest that if you want to get into fantasy. It was very easy to read and I started off with a banger. The next book that I read in November was It Ends With Us, and this is the only physical book that I ended up reading. I did tab it. I don't know if you guys can see the colorful tabs along the sides of this book. There was a lot going on in this book. I have some colorful tabs. I marked 3 different people's perspectives, and then I did one for just like beautiful writing or like parts that I liked in the book. I wrote in it. I really went kind of crazy in this book. I would love somebody to like go over some of my annotations. I was geeking about this book, I'm not gonna lie, until we got towards the end. Yeah, I really did enjoy this book though. I speed ran through this book. It was eating it up. I know there's a lot of controversy with Colleen Hoover, but I picked this up. I enjoyed it. I gave this book a solid 4 stars. I really can't deny that I liked it. I can't. I enjoyed it. I ate that book up. Left no crumbs. No, I probably did leave some crumbs because there were some things in there I was not okay with. If you know the story, like, you think it's like this beautiful story and then it turns out to something that you really don't expect. The next book that I read, which was really a struggle for me to complete, was Finding 13. Now let me tell you guys, I was struggling with this book. I do actually have a reading vlog of me trying to finish that book, so I would try to link it down below. This book was so hard, like, kid you not. I even was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself until like the 50% mark and see if I'm gonna DNF. I ended up soft DNFing it, I'm not gonna lie. I was so bored with the book. For whatever reason, I have no idea. I kept thinking about these damn characters. I think about them all the time, actually. I gave Binding 13 a 3.9. I kind of wanted to give it a 4-star, and I think I have to stop denying myself. I have to give it a 4-star, maybe, because I just felt like the first 400 pages was nothing to me. She was kind of pissing me off, like, girl, speak up, speak up. There was a lot of things I did not like, yet I found myself still thinking about these characters, and I don't know why. I do think though, if I happen to ever reread that book, I might have a different view on it. I don't know, but it was just such a struggle for me to get through. The next book that I read was The Risk by St. Abby. I read that book and was eating it up. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this just 100 and something pages? But I found out that they ended up putting 5 books into one like big bound book, and I should buy that because I'm reading all of them. About this girl, her name is Lainey, and she is basically a serial killer, and she ends up being in a relationship with an FBI agent named Logan Bennett, and he doesn't know that he's going out with a serial killer, and he is investigating all these murders that are happening, and he doesn't know that the girl is right under his nose. It is such a beautiful, twisted book, and I am loving it. Second book was the last book that I read for this month, and it was called Sidetracked. I gave that book a 3.5. It was more like a filler book for me, is what I thought. It was cute, it added more to the story. I didn't want it to end. Third book I read in December, and we will get to the December wrap up when December is over. Those are the 5 books that I read in the month of November, and coming out of a 2-year reading slump, I think I did amazing. And for it already being December and I already finished 3 books, I plan on picking some books from my TBR jar right here. So let's get started. And I just like printed up a whole bunch of prompts that I made. I found some and I made some of my own, and I put them all together in this little itty bitty jar. I plan on picking 3 books from here, 3 prompts. I'm just gonna go, I think this is 2 right here. Okay, let's get the first one. It says a book that has an even number of pages. So that's the first one. I'm just gonna pick another one from the top because why not? A book with flowers on the cover. Gosh. And let's pick the last prompt. A book with over 400 pages. Okay, so I'm going to pick the 3 books off my shelf for the prompts, and then I'm going to show you guys the 1 book that I plan on reading in the month of November, in the month of December. Hello. So we are back. We picked our books. It took quicker than I thought. Am I going to stick with this TBR? We shall hope. We shall see. Let me show you the book that I picked because I just wanted to read it, and it is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. So this book, I really don't know what it is about. I picked this up not too long ago, and if you guys have not yet seen, I did post a book haul, which I would link down below, and it will show you me trying to explain what this book is about. Not really, just kind of showing you that I got the book. I wanted to go into this book blind, and I will most likely be going into this book blind because I don't know what it's about, and I think I will enjoy it better that way. My camera light is flashing. Okay, so let's hurry up. The prompt the book that has an even number of pages, we have The Night Circus. I wanted to get to this book last month and I never got to it. I've had this on my TBR for a while. I hear that the audiobook is amazing. I cannot wait to read this. I believe it's about a circus that comes into town for one night with no announcement, no warning. Hopefully there's a little bit of romance. We don't know. I don't want to read too much. I just want to go into this book and I cannot wait. So that is the second book that I plan on reading in December. For the prompt, a book over 400 pages. So this is a throwback. I have not heard many people talk about this book in a very, very, very long time. And it is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. This book took the world by storm years ago and I've had this copy since then. I think I'm gonna try to post like my Goodreads information, like my stats of when I added this book to my Goodreads and how long it has been. Probably since 2013 when I really started falling in love with books again. But this book is about this girl, I think her name is Esme, and she is trying to leave from this arranged marriage and she makes a deal with the angel of death. He wants her to do his biddings, and I guess there's a guy that she comes across that she is supposed to kill. She's basically supposed to kill these people for death so that she is rewarded something. I don't really know too much, but I know that she basically is trained. She becomes like a trained assassin and I don't know. But I'm excited to get into this. This book is over 400 pages, 546 I believe. So yeah, Grave Mercy. Cannot wait to read this. And the last book that I picked up was a book with flowers on the cover, and it is another new book that I got from that book haul. Go check it out. That book haul was freaking phenomenal. It is The Priest by Ciara Simone. I know that this is about a priest who commits some type of sin. We got a little spice in here. I guess it's some romance. So on the back it basically says that there are many rules that a priest can't break. A priest cannot forsake his God. I have this guy who has been playing by the rules of his own game basically, and some things happen. He commits some sins and yeah, I don't know. December is gonna be a great reading month. Let's hope that I stick with this TBR. I'm so excited to be back into reading and recording videos and just doing things that help me stay relaxed and calm. And with this busy life that I live, it's fun to just do hobbies that I enjoy and that I've always ever wanted to do. I'm the only one that stops me from doing the things that I like to do. So I'm here and I cannot wait to get better at reviewing books and giving you guys my honest opinions. I would never steer you guys wrong. I would let you know what is tea and if you guys should definitely read the book. Hi guys, my camera actually ended up dying, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.